Yeah. Am I looking at the camera? Or no? Okay. It's pretty interesting today. We've got done with the event. We had about almost 30, 40 people come out on a Saturday morning, and always love doing events like this. And we have probably about 1,000 entrepreneurs in there because they're coming out to learn more about how to really free themselves. And for me, um, it's kind of surreal, I guess you would say, really just thinking about the thoughts of it because I never thought about ever being on a platform to be able to be I guess you would say, a mentor for a lot of individuals to be able to change their life because one message in there, and a lot of people are coming here to make a decision on what they should do to be able to free themselves, um, and being used as a vessel to be able to do that. I never thought in the world I'd be used on this type of capacity. So it's kind of surreal for me when you start thinking about how people might come up and and ask for tips and tricks on how to grow their businesses. How you doing, man? Nice to meet you. Nice to meet you.
A sports background as well, but he's fairly new to the business, a couple months in.
Okay.
I just wanted to give him some direction on what he should be focused on, especially 6 months left until the end of
We're about to get started. Being coachable will be a line, movement, speed of instruction. Be coachable will be a line, movement, speed of instruction. Remember those three things? Everyone, if your upline will never hurt you because they want to position you to get to a different level. So if you listen to your leadership, it speeds up a lot of things faster. It's hard because our ego is very high when we come into our business. So if you lower your ego, you move fast. Higher your ego, you move slow. Maybe simple. Or how to scale it, or just how to even be a position of a young man in the community, and run their family the correct way. Just to hear those different things come to me is pretty, again, humbling, I guess you would say. But for me, I love this stuff. It's a lot of fun when you start talking to people, and I don't care how you feel when you get on that platform. You know that someone's in the seats that came out because they're one decision away from changing their whole life, changing the trajectory of their family's life, and how big of an impact that you're being used on that. It's no longer about you anymore. Now just share your experiences and talk about the three concepts that can be able to free you, which is leadership, entrepreneurship, and financial education. And if you just really start thinking about those three, and me even kind of thinking about it myself, just on a leadership standpoint, I think today too many people are on the authoritative standpoint versus actually leading and serving people the right way.
Yeah, the first time I saw you, man, he was all relaxed. Look at him now, he's all business side. Yeah, man, it's good to see you. Good to see you both. I know, right? Very, right? Love it. Good to see you guys, man. Thank you.
And once you start really leading people to leadership, because that's a definition of leadership, and if you really want to define leadership, it's making it easy. It's making it easy for people to be able to go in and change their life. So for us, we need more leaders. You start talking about the millennial generation, different cultures, communities. It's pretty hard to think about one, or just even a few. And so I'm glad that I'm part of an environment of a lot of young entrepreneurs that want to do something big for their lives, and that they want to associate themselves with growth and expansion and quality of life, and that's important to me. And then you start talking about the next one, which is entrepreneurship. And I never knew how big entrepreneurship was until I saw how many individuals never got out of the situation of, I want to say, the rat race, because that's not what I'm really trying to say. It's in a position where they never got to see their life in color. It's always been black and white. And simply because they're not in the right system. Right now, someone as a restaurant right now working very, very hard. You can call her a server if you like, and she's working harder than I am right now. But the reality is, that she's in a bad system, that it doesn't matter how hard she works. We're both working hard, it's different type of work, but my work will scale a lot faster than hers will ever will, and give a bigger return back on options in my life than she can ever do because of the system that she's in. So I want to open people's minds up on entrepreneurship so they can understand there is a better way, there is a better system, that you can take that same work ethic, and depending on the problems you solve in this world will depend on what the quality of life that you and your family will be able to live out as well. And everyone has goals and dreams. Everyone has things they want to see come reality. But the real fact is that most won't see those come true because they don't have the money to be able to finance it or to fund it. And I think through entrepreneurship is the key to be able to do that the right way. And once you figure that out, then you have a machine that's printing you money. And once you have a machine that's printing you money, which is your business or whatever you solve in this world, now it's about what you do with the money. Like, do you give back to the community with it? Like, what do you do to, what are you doing to scale it? And where are you putting in the right places so that you never lose it again? It becomes abundance and not scarcity. So for me, with just coming to an event like this, where you have, again, probably over 1,000 entrepreneurs here, you have guests coming out, community partners, coming to see more what we're doing, and people coming to really see, like, how can entrepreneurship really change my life, and I'm being a part of that. It's just humbling, because today someone made a decision, and a couple of years from now, their life's going to be completely different. It might even be sooner. But most importantly, their generations are going to be changed simply because of the decisions they're making and the environment they're in. So that's more of my thoughts on today, and I'm just glad to be a part of it.
I don't know.
I just wanted to let you know where I'm from.
Curtis.
So that I can know where you're walking from. I just wanted to let you know where I'm from.